Hello everybody, this is the Master of Cubes here, the video, and this will probably be the last time that I say that in a video, and as far as I can say, ever. I mean, as far as I can predict. I will be leaving the blocLIST server, and I'm going to talk about why as I go over my history on blocLIST, talk about the highs and the lows. But before we do any of that, I would like to introduce you guys to my magnum opus, the only big project that I ever finished in blocLIST, and really that I only finished in my many years of playing Minecraft. Let's go. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about every single room in this castle, including the decisions I made since the last episode, but I'm also going to summarize everything that happened in those episodes. Just so I have something to point to summarize the entire thing. So we'll start in the Nether tunnel. This room doesn't have a color-based theme, unlike most other things. It's just themed around the Nether portal, red and orange. The orange, kind of makes a beacon, this is the spot. And you'll note that I did destroy the workstation. But yeah, we come through the portal, and we enter the Grand Hall. Yeah. Wait, that's what I was calling it, right? Why am I blanking on this? Yeah, the Grand Hall. Anyway, so yeah, the four quadrants made up of 4 sub-quadrants that were supposed to have different color schemes, but I accidentally kind of repeated this one. Haha, oops. Anyway, I still think it looks good, and we have the green walkway to guide us through. And here's where you get to the color-themed rooms. The initial premise for this castle was that every single room would be based around a different color, and that there would be a room for every single color. However, since the last episode, I realized that because a lot of the rooms heavily featured multiple colors, we would allow rooms to overlap. So, for example, if we head here, this was initially the blue room, but what I realized was that, how the heck am I supposed to make a light blue room and a cyan glass room and still make it feel different? So yeah, this is the blue, light blue, and cyan room. So yeah, that kind of accelerated the process of finishing it, but I'm still just as proud of this place as I was before. I feel like it makes a lot more sense now, and otherwise it would have been needlessly big. So yeah, so the Grand Hall goes out into the 3 primary colors, and we're going to head to red next. And of course, I have my banner here for the sake of branding. And I did make the roof of this place, which wasn't there last time. It's kind of the way it works is blue appears on the opposite corner of where it appears, kind of the opposite, and then to the right. Red, opposite to the right. There's a ring of red out here. And then I used purple because there is purple on this wall, and yeah, I just like the color purple, and I felt like it worked well. And then, opposite side of that is the inside ring thing. Yeah, I think it looks really good. I had no idea how to make a roof for this, and I kind of just tried this, and I love it so much. Especially the purple. The purple really makes it pop, I think. Oh, and I didn't really finish talking about the blue room, did I? Anyway, so this room, I like to call it the Ocean Worship Room. It I don't know, this pattern, it reminds me of it almost feels like cryptic writing that's beach themed or something. I don't know how to put it. And then this is supposed to be like a wave, But yeah, I really feel like this is the Ocean Worship Room. It's where you feel zen and with the world as you peek through the thick water and kind of get a glimpse of the world below. I think it's really cool. Anyway, okay. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't hungry. In this room, Mac was the one who put in the blue glass. I don't know how the heck he thought of it. And I don't know why, but it looks really, really good, even though it's totally out of place. Never would have thought of that. So credit to Mac, and we'll watch the sunrise, the nice gleaming orange sunrise, from the red and orange room. So this room, the theme is dissension. We're going down. Mainly because it's a transition to the next room. But yeah, I think it's really cool. It's just the orange and red. It's flowing magma, flowing down in a cone to this final spot. And here is the tunnel that's orange, and it's supposed to be like a tunnel of lava. And because of that, this orange here is supposed to be the obsidian that would be at the top of a lava pool, since there's water and stuff, right? It would make obsidian. So that's where the inspiration for that comes from. And then we descend to the light gray, gray, and black room, where you can get multiple perspectives of the bottom of the ocean. And you know, I'm so used to diving with respiration helmets, you almost forget how hard it is to see underwater without it. But you know what? Now that I'm coming back here, I really, really like the way this looks. It's such an eerie, kind of like mystical effect. It's so, so cool if you ask me. And yeah, especially with like the water trickling down, it's really atmospheric, and I think it's really, really awesome. And then we'll head back up, and we'll head back to the Grand Hall. This is the yellow room. The episode where I built this, I realized that there was no clear title for the video, so I called it Bee Paradise, because I wanted to make fun of the fact that yellow and black kind of makes it look like a bee. I think some of these wall patterns are really cool, even though, you know, they kind of don't really make sense, but, you know, I always go out of my way to make everything symmetrical, and you can kind of see, it almost looks like I made it symmetrical, and then things just kind of, and then I just kind of like added stuff in places. But yeah, I think this is a cool kind of different look. And the rest of this, oh, and this is just the yellow room. There's a different room for black glass. And the rest of this is new, was not built on camera. Was the underwater room built on camera? I don't remember. I don't think it was. Anyway. Here is the purple, pink, and magenta room. I think this one's really cool myself. It's basically just how many different ways can I alternate colors, but I think it looks awesome. I don't know. Maybe I just love vibrant pinkish colors and purple. But still. But anyway, we come up, and then we have a cloud here, and it's supposed to be like a cloud with like, you know, water pouring down and stuff. I think it's really cool, the effect. And I mean, obviously a cloud would just be white, but I added in the black here, and I think it just kind of gives it its own touch. The fact that the white sticks out there was actually accidental when I built it. I meant to just have a square of black and the white in, but I think this one turned out really, really cool, and it's the easiest way to get on top of the castle. And if you look, oh well, okay, if we come over here, I really like the effect. It kind of looks like it's raining over there, even though that would be a very dense raindrop and very big. But moving on. Spin. Nice, that was smooth. This is the green and lime room. And now, to me, at least, this room does kind of look a little lazy. And considering that green is by far my favorite color, you'd think I would have put way more work into this room. This room, basically, I was experimenting with this, oh gosh, glass is weird. I was experimenting with this shape, and then I built this just for fun, and I thought it looked really good. Like, it has such a unique feel, like, because like, in all these rooms pretty much, your attention is drawn to the walls, right? But in this one, it's like the floor and the ceiling are both like the deepest points of attention, and then the walls are really light, and it kind of like pulls your attention away. I find that really, really cool. But I felt like excuse me, I felt like it made a lot of sense as a living room. You know, you're just kind of chilling. It feels like a very cool room to me, you know, and I like it a lot. Oh, I just threw a potato on the ground, and I just ate a potato, and this is the last room I made, and I'm not gonna lie, I was running out of ideas. I used a cyan glass, mainly because I like cyan, but I felt like, I don't know, it kind of brought a cool highlight to the room, even if it makes the brown kind of almost mundane, not really noticeable. And I also used black glass to try to keep it a bit interesting instead of just having brown everywhere, but I don't know how well it worked. And then that was my attempt at a skylight. So yeah, I didn't really know what to do with the brown room. I don't feel like this is particularly bad. I mean, I really like the way the black and brown stripes work, because they're kind of hard to distinguish, and I think that's a cool effect. But yeah, this is probably my least favorite room in the entire castle. But I do like the way the shape works, because it kind of, it kind of alludes to this one with its, you know, triangular nature, but it's not the same. And it only took me 10 minutes to go over this. I guess it's a pretty long time. But yeah, I'll just tell you guys, a lot of time and work went into this castle, and oh, I didn't talk about this. This is just, like I said, I like the color purple. This is pink glass, I believe. It might be magenta, actually. And, you know, I didn't want to make the wall just glass around the nether portal. So, I don't know, I felt like the X, you know, kind of foreboding, you know, the nether's a dark place, you know, and it's a very common thing, but I really, really love the way black and purple, contrast. So yeah, that is it. And that's it for the glass castle. As you can see, my workstation's gone, replaced with some glass. And I'm so proud of this thing. I never thought it'd be finished. Like, the day I started it, there was always a thought in the back of my mind, you know you're never gonna finish it. Like, you might have been able to tell when I talked about what I was going to do at Mount Magnificent, and I haven't worked on that at all since that video. And I didn't work on it really in that video. Like, I don't know. I know I don't finish things, and the fact that I did finish something, and that it's going to be the last thing I do before I just quit Minecraft entirely, which is what I'm going to do as soon as I finish this video, I'm really proud of that. Like, I called it my magnum opus, and I mean it's my magnum opus. I'm so freaking proud of that thing. You know, I never replaced that, but I guess there's not a much nicer color of slab. Maybe mossy cobble, just for the green twist. Yeah, cubes all day. I don't know how appropriate that is anymore, though. My day is over. But still. I just realized something. I'd totally forgotten I used to have to double tap to sprint. I'd just forgotten I only use the control key now. It's kind of funny. It's just completely slipped my mind. But yeah, there's my other tunnel. I never got around to prettying it, but I'm fine with that, honestly. I don't mind it. So yeah. So why am I leaving the server? I've just run out of Minecraft. Like, someday I might make a scripted video where I talk a lot about my experience with Minecraft. But I don't know if anyone would really care. I mean, I'll definitely consider it, but... Although, I do want to climb on top of the spawn circle one last time. I love doing that. I don't know if I ever did it in a video, but I would always do it when I was hanging with the other people. And honestly, for me, blocLIST was a much more personal experience than it was, oh man, I miss having Depth Strider. And that was only added in the last update, wasn't it? Anyway, it ended up being a much more personal experience than it was about the videos. It's just, if I wasn't losing interest in, if I wasn't like, no, forget I said that, but I'm losing interest in Minecraft, but I would have taken a break from blocLIST instead of outright quitting it, if it weren't for the fact that I had to make videos. I'm not quitting YouTube. I really enjoy it, but I don't know. I kept having phases where like I would be like, oh, if I have to play on the blocLIST server, I have to record it. Oh, let me do something else. It's making the videos on here just ended up being tedious. It didn't feel as natural as I thought. And while it did reignite my interest in the game, like I thought it would when I joined the server, what ended up happening was the people here reignited my interest in the game, not the recording. And I don't know. I'm suddenly not sure that the way I would want to capture my experiences here is with videos like this. I feel like there's even just a different style of video that would better capture it. But that's not the point. Yeah. So, I'm leaving the server, and I will really sincerely miss every single person who was on the server with me. Oh my god. Did Coach build this thing? I haven't seen this. Wow. That looks really cool. Oh, the entrance is covered in vines. This is from that game, right? Like the game he based his other thing on? I forget what it's called. But it's like the strategy game, and he was telling me about the mechanics of it, and it sounded cool. It's like a strategy game. There's another ladder. This is a good looking build. The giant flags, I like it. Whew. I like how interesting it is to get up. It's not just a single ladder that goes all the way. Oh, this is the armor I gave him for Christmas, right? Oh, crap. I'm sorry, Coach. I thought I could just take one piece off. Yep. It is the stuff I gave him. Nice. I'm very happy to see that. Yeah, another flag. Oh, well, this is the same flag, still. That's really, really cool. Are these? Yeah, he added these trees. So, yeah. We're just going to tour my old builds and just talk, you know? About the past. Maybe a little bit about the future. But yeah, most of the past. Here's the amazing bridge Gunny built for me. And I'm very proud of how I put my branding everywhere. The flag is up there. Is the flag on the other side too? It is. Okay, good. So yeah, here is my colorful mining shack. You know, oh, crap. I meant to fix this before I did the video. It's okay. So yeah, Mac, because Mac repaid me that anvil he damaged and I complained about. And he set a trap where an anvil would fall on my head. I dodged it. It didn't hit me. The chest said up in cobblestone. But then I missed that on recording. And that was one of the moments where I was like, is this how I want to do Minecraft? So, oh wait. Oh, never mind. Yeah. So yeah, this was my house for the longest time. And now it's just sort of my chill area, you know? It's basically supposed to be like my house, kind of, like the non-functional one. There's an ender chest here. Oh yeah, the only thing in my ender chest now is an ender chest, because I think that's awesomely meta. It's the ender chest that I carried around all the time. So yeah, I've got my little plant for furniture, got my painting. This is just supposed to be furniture, because I couldn't figure out anything better. This is supposed to be like a stove, even though there's the crafting table there. I think it's really cool. You know, it's kind of a place to relax. And they even have a bedroom with a bed. And I think this place is really cool too. That's Mac's payment nugget from whatever time. You know what? I'm going to take this down. Where the hell did it go? Oh, the stuff that breaks there ends up over here. I remember. Right? Oh, no. It ends up on the surface. That's right. Yep. Where's Mac's payment nugget? That's the reason there it is. Yeah, I have a place for this. Oh. Okay. There we go. I always thought this lamp was really, really cool. I'm so happy with how this turned out. Gonna have to fix that somehow. So yeah, there used to be storage down here until I built a better solution. And this is where I did all of my mining, this ravine. It ended up being a pretty cool place, honestly, just because it's everything that was destroyed here is all me. I find that so cool, like over the course of like a year, like just gradually, like block by block, this place went from becoming like a natural generated thing, and it became mine. This block of grass, it wasn't there when I first got here. It was just there one day, and I believe an Enderman did it. But I find that so incredible. All this was me. There are hundreds and hundreds, probably thousands of blocks just dug out here. All this used to be a lava lake. All of this until I took it all out to make the giant gold farm. Did I ever tear down the gold farm? I totally forgot about that. But all of this used to be a thing. I never finished because, you know, the gold farm's a place we'll have to visit. But, well, we'll talk about the gold farm eventually. But this place is really special to me. Because for the longest time, this shack was my house. And, you know, bit by bit, it became a really nice looking place, I think. And it no longer serves any functional purpose to me. It's my shack, you know? And that means a lot to me. So let's get out of here. We have more places to visit. So I guess while I have a bit of time before I get to my next build. So one of my biggest problems when making videos for this server is that I don't know if it's just me or what, but I don't know, something about the, like, I already mentioned why I don't think the format worked, but what ended up happening was, like, after every video, just after editing it, when it was exporting, I thought, well, I messed this one up, or like, you know, like, man, if only I could, you know, do something differently. And you might say, well, why didn't you just redo the video? And that's the thing, like, it's a Minecraft video. It's supposed to be like you guys having the experience with me. And if I just say, oh, hey, here's that thing I finished building off camera, look at it. I don't know, I don't feel like that's the experience I wanted of Minecraft. But I guess I'm just not good enough at it to pull that off. So if I did mess up a video, which I ended up feeling like I did after every video, I can't just go re-record it, because the experience has already happened. That's why there were all those awkward cuts in my old videos. Oh, great. There's a hole there. And here are those little mini shops I built. I built these when the server was getting more active after a long period of inactivity. And I did a lot of terraforming. It probably doesn't look like it, but this place was a total mess, and I cleaned it up a lot. Like, stacks and stacks and stacks. Like, probably like 20 stacks of dirt went into this. Not like 20 stacks of my own dirt, not including all the dirt I dug up. It was pretty crazy. And I don't know, I spent a lot of time on this, and it's kind of sad that no one took it. I'll talk more about my will, because when Farador left the server, even though he's leaving temporarily, he left temporarily, he will be back. He had a will where all of his stuff would go, and I'll talk more about that in a bit, but... Oh, okay. It'd be nice if those blocks could be replaced. I would, but I gotta get going with the video. Wouldn't want to bore you guys too much. And I don't want to have any cuts or anything in this video. I feel like that's... I don't know. I feel like it's significant somehow. And, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I'm leaving the server, so it doesn't matter to me anymore. Because, like... I still remember the first Minecraft server I ever went on, and that server just kind of died eventually. It basically just disappeared one day. And I still remember the usernames of every single person on that server, even though I've completely lost contact with them. I have no idea how I would even, like, start to get in contact with them again. But it means a lot to me. It really does. And I think what I am really glad about the video format is that I can always go back there, especially those videos with Gunny and Farador. I don't feel like... I really don't like my old videos, but I'm still really happy they exist, and I'll never delete them, because I'm really happy just to embrace my past, because in the past, I've done a lot of, like, deleting stuff from when I, like old work that I was like, ugh, that's so cringy. And a lot of my old work is really cringy, but I've really been embracing sentimental value lately. And blocLIST, honestly, has been very, very influential in my life. And I'm so glad I did it. I'm sad it has to come to an end like this, but it does. I think it's what's right. And here is the Emerald Exchange. This, I think, looks amazing. Again, it's a build that I really like, and before the blocklist server, I thought all my builds were terrible, and I legitimately think this looks good. It's simple, it's kind of clunky, especially the ceiling, or the roof, I mean. The ceiling is really cool, but the roof, like from the outside, nah. Never really kept out the weekly auction, I don't think anyone even bid. I did put a lot of thought into it. Oh, people did bid. BTA, feel free to take your thing, whenever. Wow. Like, my case in point, I can never keep up with it. I spent a lot of work in getting all those saplings there. The jungle ones especially. Oh, wait, no. Was it the dark oak or was it the jungle? No, it was the jungle. They took forever and then they all got sold out immediately. Because they're so freaking hard to get. Oh my god. Oh, that was a nightmare. But it was so much time. And honestly, all the grind work, I loved it. Let's just check on this for the last time. Those were my extra building supplies from it. Wait a second. I had chests and trap chests in here. Oh my god. That was pretty dumb of me because I'm sure I've made a bajillion chests since. Especially when I was building that house. Oh my god, that was really dumb of me. But I'm not going to change it. This is how things are going to be when I leave. And if I hadn't have seen the anvil there, I would have completely forgotten to see if the gold farm. I legitimately don't remember if I tore it down. I was gonna tear it down to save, like, to keep the server running more smoothly since it wasn't working very well and it's just spawning a ton of pigment. I don't know if I ever did shut it down. It's still there. Is there a... Oh, okay. So, someone else dug a hole in it and cut out all the stuff and then built another portal on top. I wish I'd realized that before the video. Yeah, I really wish I had. Then I could have taken the extra glass that I had from the glass castle and I could have filled in the back wall and cleaned up the top. But, yeah. Let's go back. I really did a lot of work to prepare for this video because I want this to be complete closure, you know? I don't want anything to be left not talked about after this video, and I want everything to be left exactly the way it is in this video. So, yeah. It's kind of disappointing that I never got to that, but the gold farm was a failure. I've never really been a fan of building farms in Minecraft, and I thought the gold farm was a really neat, simple concept that I could build relatively easily. And I just thought, you know, the idea of having these gigantic, massive nether portals was just so cool. I had to do it. And, you know, it didn't really work. I was really disappointed about that. I never got my beacon. I never did. I've actually never fought the Wither in Minecraft, besides that one fight where I broke my bed like a complete idiot and went back to spawn. Oh boy. Oh, that Wither fight. But you know what? I groan at the way I was silly then. But I'm really, like, that's a very fond memory. And oh my god, going up there and touring with Gunny and stuff. I've said it like 4 times, and I'm gonna say it again. I'm really gonna miss the people. I think of every single one of them as friends. Maybe not close friends, but at some point I would have called them close friends. And here is my glorious mansion of many color palettes. This was my first build on the server. Oh, that's missing. That sucks. Oh, never mind. It's stylized. Actually, I think I just ran out of blue flowers, so I broke this one or something. Anyway, I feel like a 3rd floor would really make this better, but I didn't want it to overpower. And it's supposed to be, you know, my big, huge spawn build, and yeah. I mean, the shack kind of took over the point as my house, but this one's still really cool. I've got my giant fancy TV with the plants, place to keep remotes and stuff, my chair, my desk. It's all so fantastic. And I want to thank Civic so much for the work he did on this. Although he never did finish it. This is supposed to be my bedroom, but the criticism I had of this was that the slabs, they just cover the entire floor, so what's the point of even having the fancy glass floor Even some of the stuff down here, I asked him to rebuild it. I was being very, very picky. I kind of basically built it with him because I was being so picky, but I don't feel bad about that because I was paying, so, you know. Because, like, you know, like, even this, I wouldn't want, like, the desk is built out of glass, you can still see the floor. Because I put so much time building that glass, I didn't want any of the furniture to be too big so you can still always see, you know, the floor like that, you know? I feel like it just the floor loses its effect when the bed just completely covers it like that, and I don't want the floor to use the effect. I went to a lot of work to make the floor have that effect, you know? But anyway, this is my house. It's very derpy. Oh, I'll just put that out there. But I kind of love it for that. And a lot of people will say, oh, that's so ugly. And you know what? I will agree with you. But it's my ugly build. And I built it with Farador and Gunny. And I didn't get to know Farador as well as I would have liked to. He seems like a fantastic person before he left. I mean, he still seems like a fantastic person. I meant to say, I didn't get to know Farador as well as I wish I had before he left. And maybe my path will cross with blocLIST again, or the blocListers, and I really hope it does, you know? It's like I'm moving, because I'm gonna miss these guys so freaking much. There's the house where the court case happened. I don't think Flea ever released her video of the trial. Doom released his perspective, so you can see me. His perspective is basically the same as mine, because we were both jurors. This is one of my favorite builds on the server. Gunny did such a fantastic job. But yeah, we're just going to touch on this because, you know, video's already dragging on a bit. We've got to finish. I believe that's everything I built. And yeah, this is my 16th and final episode. It was just my 15th. Might be my 15th. 15th or 16th. I can check. Let me check really quickly. Ah, God, my mouse. Okay, let's see. My last blocLIST video was 14. So I will have 15 episodes total if you include this one, although it doesn't really count. But you know what? I'm proud of what I've done, even if it didn't end up being a ton. But I mean, there's a derpy build that still got me involved with the community a bit, and it was my first build, so you know, what do you expect? Here's the and then the rest of my builds I think are pretty damn good. The glass castle's a bit silly, but it was what I finished, and it's what I'm most proud of. So here's Bleepa, which is another fantastic build by Gunny. Like, holy crap. It might pass the museum when it's done. I mean, of course, I'm absolutely in love with the color green, so automatically biased there, but just the way it uses water and stuff, fantastic. But if we head back here, through the park that I've always been really fond of, and I could never put my finger on why, but it's always just looked so good. Oh, my chest is still here. I never took down the chest. But anyway. We are now at the end of our journey, and I probably could have walked through the entirety of Spawn, gone over every single building, and what it means to me, what every single person here means to me, but I'd be here a long time, and I don't want to just mass address the blocListers, because each individual one means so much to me. But for the sake of this video, I want to mass address the blocListers, and I'm going to message each of them on Skype before I leave the group, because I'm getting really emotional, so I think my point has been made. So yeah, here's my cozy storage shack, and this, everyone, is where I'm going to end my journey on the blocLIST server. Mac helped me with the front. Mac, oh my, he did so much to help me build. It was fantastic. I think it looks pretty damn cool. These fences will always look just a little bit out of place to me, but overall it works. If you head in here, here's my cat from Christmas, the master of catnip. This is my armor I got at Christmas. I was originally going to put the armor I wore every day here, but I decided that this is just, it's much cooler to look at, and it's just a lot better. And this is my chest where I put everything of sentimental value. These were the banners that were on the bridge. This is the evidence from the trial. These are the pieces of paper from the Christmas gifting. That's the token that I made when I live streamed on July 15th. Oh my god, that was almost a year ago. That would be 9 months ago. That was a stick I made named Justice that I tried to kill people with, so it would say they were killed with justice. Oh, no. That was the evidence for the trial. Oh, no. This is the note I got for Christmas. That's right. I never know who did do that. Flea, maybe? I don't know. So yeah, those are basically my mass valuables. And here are my extra tools. I tried to kind of sort them, but I had too many diamond ones. And yeah, the sponge, I consider sponge a tool, but it is, otherwise I probably would have put it in my valuables. My record discs, this is my absolute favorite record disc. Let's put it on. Oh, I never fit in a jukebox here, did I? Oh, that's sad. Do I have one? Oh, I have one. I wonder. Would a jukebox look good here? It depends on which way it faces. Well, no. No, it really needs to be brown there, or else it just doesn't work. Let's play the song. Let's turn the jukebox music down. Why is it so? Okay, anyway. So yeah. Let's go through my chests. We've got cobblestone, stone, and cobblestone. My dirt, gravel, wood-related products, more wood-related products, but these ones are like crafted wood, basically. Although there's excess jungle wood, just because I had a lot of jungle wood from all that stuff I cut down. Because I cut down so many jungle trees to get those saplings for the Emerald Exchange. This is all my nether related stuff. So, you know, you got quartz and glowstone, all that goodness. This is kind of just miscellaneous. It's basically just black and white things. All the extra obsidian I had, all the extra wool and snow, and the packed ice I got for Christmas. One piece of which I used to mark the intersection to the way to get to the glass castle. But then hostile mob drops, and then the TNT that was crafted from the gunpowder. Wait, no, what? Yeah, okay. Friendly mob drops, and then the fish I got for Christmas. I felt like that counted. I didn't fish at all. And these mushrooms. These survived a version of Minecraft, and they changed their texture, which I think is really cool. I never tried putting them down. Let's try it. Yeah. So they're actually solid red blocks, which I don't think are supposed to be obtainable normally. So that's really cool. I just destroyed one of them. But yeah. Oh yeah, I hid 3 diamonds there. It was supposed to be my secret, and I wasn't going to open that chest, but I forgot. Redstone. Oh wait, is there a redstone in this chest? Okay, there's not. Good. We've got the hardened clay. We've got all the extra glass from the glass castle. And it's the same order as they were in the chest before, except it's like it goes down here and then there's another column here, and then the extra glass in the glass castle. Oh, and the last 4 colors because I ran out of room. So yeah, this is my armor set, and then these are all of my tools with all my diamonds spread alternating between 3 and 4, and then those were the extra 3 diamonds. So I didn't know what to do with them. Oh, the name tag I meant to put in a chest. I'm so organized, I immediately knew which chest they went in, even though it's not immediately obvious. And these are my emeralds, because emeralds have always been my favorite in Minecraft, and I like the way they're arranged, and I just love emeralds. I love green. I love everything. So yeah, and then these are all my tools. My sword, which I never got to finishing, and, you know, naming the Master of Swords and stuff. The Intimidator, my bow, which has every single enchantment, and I'm super proud that I got to making. Cube Destroyer, efficiency 5, unbreaking 3. I went through many Cube Destroyers. I lost a lot of them from dying. I don't think any of them ever died. And then I have the Master of Cubes. They don't all have unbreaking, and they don't all have thorns, but the chestplate is thorns 3, the boots have thorns 1. And thorns is really rare, so I'm kind of proud that I got that much. But they all have protection 4, and the boots have depth strider and feather falling. The helmet is respiration and aqua affinity. It's a really damn good set of armor. And yeah, but I decided the armor from Christmas meant more to be displayed forever. I think these light fixtures are really cool. And yeah, the Master of Catnip, you're a good friend. Honestly, I didn't get to spend that much time with you, but I'm glad you're around to keep the place warm while I'm gone. So, my will, basically, feel free to take my stuff. As much as I'd like to, as much as I said I'd like to preserve everything how it is. If you think anything here is useful, fellow blocklisters, feel free to take it. I'm not going to be selfish. I'm not going to use any of it. So yeah, since most of my builds are around spawn, I hope people can just kind of respect them as nice builds. And if you don't like them, feel free to change them or take them down. I really don't care. If you improve it, I'll probably be happy about that, you know, and respect it. If someone wants to keep doing the emerald exchange and make a profit, cool. Oh yeah, and also the emerald blocks from the floor there were removed, and I don't know why, and it'd be kind of cool if someone could put them back. The only thing is, it'd be nice, since I'm obviously not going to be able to, it'd be kind of cool if someone could finish up and just kind of tidy up, even if you don't reignite the portals, the gold farm and the acacia wood. I'll go do that. Replace the acacia wood in my other base. Oh, it's acacia, not jungle. As you can see, I don't have a lot of acacia. I used it all. People like to say that acacia wood's ugly for some reason, but I've always loved it. Both this version and the planks. So I don't really have a will. A will. Besides that, you should just take everything when you need it. Even my tools. If someone wants to take up my persona and wear the Master of Cubes just because they need a good set of armor, totally. I have no problem with people doing that. It's like, it seems a little weird that I would say that, especially after expressing how, you know, how much all of it means to me, but if I can be useful when I'm gone, then I will be proud. I will feel like I've left a legacy on the server, and I think that's great. And if people can, you know, I don't know, I love the glass castle so much. I mean, it would really mean a lot to me. You don't have to like show it in a video or brag to me or anything, but if you just look at it, you know, go visit, I don't know. Even if you like it or if you don't, it would just, I don't know. Maybe it's a bit self-indulgent to say, oh, I really hope you go look at everything I did, but I don't know. I'm just really proud. And yes. Man, they really nerfed potatoes in 1.8. They really aren't that good of a food source anymore. But I never stopped eating them. They were just always my food source. I only have 32 left. I didn't want to leave anything in my ender chest. Is there anything in my furnaces? So yeah, I just left the ender chest I was carried around in there because, again, I don't want my stuff to be inaccessible. I want everyone to have free access. Oh crap. To have free access to my stuff. Okay, nothing. And this right here, everyone, is my banner. The Master of Cubes banner. That was always really cool. And I love this banner so much. I display it proudly on every single one of my builds, all over the place. It is my banner. And so, I shall place this banner right here. This is the original banner, by the way. The first one, the original copy. All the other banners are copies of this one, which I made. And with that there, I'll stand in the center of this house, looking at the Master of Catnip. This is my final time on the blocLIST server. This video was very rambly, but, you know, I had to make it. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. I guess. It's been a wild, wild ride. So yeah. This is where I say, in the meantime, I'll see you guys next time. But there's not going to be a next time. I plan to make a completely different kind of video. Maybe not even video. I'm going in a completely different direction with my content. And I want to give the biggest thanks to everyone who supported the series for some weird reason. And all the blocLISTers. It's been amazing to be on this journey with you guys. And I'm glad it doesn't have to be a sad ending. Goodbye.